Hello everyone, Legio 14 here. Welcome back to the Sparta campaign. Last time we had a very productive first episode, expanding from Sparta up into Larissa and eventually into Pella, grabbing Athens by confederation, forming the Hellenic Confederation, and we just took Rhodes, or excuse me, not Rhodes. We just took Crete from the last remaining southern Greeks. So now we have a full province under our control. We get some additional income via tax harvesting. Unfortunately, that's leading to a rebellion, but it looks like it's going to be fairly easy to put down, so don't really have to worry too much about that. Also have a nice little navy that we obtained through our confederation with the Athenians. Nicomedia here is about to fall to the Galatians, which is very convenient for us because Nicomedia is the only other faction we're at war with. They kind of just declared war out of the blue. We might be able to work something out to where the Adricians here out of Odessos can work with us, which would be somewhat ideal. As much as I do want to secure a northern front for up towards Thrace and Dacia, I do value the ability to go to war with Rome early on. Still think the plan is going to be to hold off on attacking Rome for a while. Let's see. So we could get some fish here. That would be good. We do need a healer here. And let's get fishing boats. Let's get some extra cultural conversion. And let's sacrifice a bull. Food is under control now. Build that up.
At your command.
Continue to get more helots.
We hunger for battle.
And we'll leave
Ready for battle.
Leonatus here
It is an honor to serve.
in Cyprus. Putting our navy here in port so we can get some additional troops. And let's see what's going on diplomatically.
We have need of talk, I'm sure, but we also need
Rome, they're fighting the RDI, so yeah, they're going to expand north, so I don't think we'll have to worry about the RDI for a little bit. So I think our next objective, we're not going to worry about Apollonia for now. We'll move up into Nissos, then to Polteta, then to Anthea, then finally to Odessos, and we'll hopefully be able to use this river here to kind of make a makeshift border. We'll see how that goes the farther we get in contact with the tribes up there.
Commander? Yes.
Cancel recruitment of those ships and just focus more on replenishing our helot forces.
Are you ready to serve? Ready for orders.
Recruit a ship, so let's get some archers. And then turn there. I think this is probably one of the better starts that I've had of Sparta. The fact that we were able to get Athens is extremely helpful because Athens is such a wealthy city. Typically what happens is Athens just remains as an ally for a while. You don't really get a whole lot of use out of them in the later part of the early game, just because they tend to stay around Athens. So when you eventually go to war with these northern Dacian and Thracian tribes in Rome as well, they don't really provide a whole lot for you. Let's see, what else? So had we not been able to get Athens into our confederation, I probably would have just left them alone. We sort of lucked out that they were so depleted by the Macedonians and by the Cretians. And Thinny, ooh, they just opened themselves up. So we can probably take Thea and then eventually Edessos. Having these trained slaves is incredibly useful to have in the early game. Very good economically. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's do... Let's do that. And let's continue to recruit some archers. They're fairly cheap to maintain, cheaper than Peltus.
Ready for battle. Advance. Line up, lads, for a good and glorious life. Commander.
Can we move the 10,000 here
March.
up towards Sparta?
Going a port. Police reporting.
Also keeping our navy well supplied. We won't add any more troops to our navy for now. We're just gonna leave them alone. I think after another, actually, you know what? Let's just move.
All hands to the oars.
Let's move towards Pella.
The sea beckons.
It helps with public order and gets us closer to the front lines.
You have brought this on yourselves.
Okay,
Your people will
Rome
curse your...
wants to fight. Means Apollonia is now the primary target. And eventually Rome thereafter. Kind of unfortunate that we can't expand into Thrace, but not a whole lot we can do. It's basically just the hand we were dealt. Hopefully the RDI can kind of help us. Maybe we can use this opportunity to get a non-aggression or defensive alliance with them now that we're at war with Rome. And we need to definitely begin to think about getting a third army, because Rome is going to greatly outpower us, especially in the early game. So if we want any chance of beating Rome, we're going to need a strong navy to help defend Apollonia once we take it, and a good number of ground forces to help us take Taurus. More than likely when we take Taurus, we'll set up a puppet government there to kind of stave off enemy action.
Ready for battle. Make haste,
keep
men.
moving our
Are you ready to serve?
army up this way.
Commander? Commander. Advance. Your orders?
And we need to move
Yes. You men, easy into port.
back down.
Garrison.
Let's give them positions.
Ready for orders.
Can't recruit any more units, I don't think.
Ready for battle.
The gods have brought me to you.
Let's see if we can raise some forces.
Commander. Advance. We need good fighters.
Probably could have put this in Athens, but oh well. Okay.
We will
Now
gladly
that we
listen to your
have
offers.
war against Rome. No, they don't want to give us some
I welcome you,
agreements.
worthy speaker.
We can get
I
a
listen
trade
because your people
agreement
are
and
known to have
non-aggression pact with the Galatians.
all
That
praise
would
to
be
the
good.
gods. They have led us to wise speech.
Pergamon
Be welcome. If I can give you a fair...
won't join the Confederation. Rhodes
Greetings,
probably won't
honoured
join
guest.
the Confederation.
I serve as my people's ears and tongue, listening...
I am sure you have many pleasant...
Not a whole lot we can do diplomatically. So we'll just wait for now. Probably wasn't a smart idea to have this army recruiting, but it ended up being okay. It also doesn't look like Rome took Epidamnos. And Ptolemy, he could have taken Antioch, but he's moving away from there now. Somehow still holding on to side. May want to take Tarsus here eventually. And Odessos taking Anthea. We have good relationships with Odessos, so that kind of makes me feel a little more at ease with them expanding, especially if they take out the other barbarian tribes to our north.
Athena gives wisdom, and Ares gives strength. I give you peace, if you will
Alright,
dare it.
yeah, we'll take peace from you. You gotta pay for it.
Peace is not an easy word. Warriors speak of honor and glory, but you have little...
The Galatians are just gonna kill them anyway, so might as well get some money out of it. And let's take Apollonia,
Siege to the settlement.
which is undefended, surprisingly.
On the move. Commander. Advance. Sign up, lads, for a good and glorious life. Ready for orders. At once.
Going to grab helots from both regions. We'll link up around Larissa probably.
Ready for orders. Moving out. The waves still beckon.
Let's
Hard on the
wait.
oars, you men.
let's wait
Steady
here.
as we go. We're going
Grab
to
a
need a
couple
bigger
more
fleet.
ships. Doing well faction-wise here. Diplomatically, we're doing well.
Greetings! Speak plainly and without idle purpose.
Can we... No, I don't think we... Because this is only for... Oh, this is for regions in this province, so yeah, we could. Let's go ahead and build that. Get some extra food. We can handle it sanitation-wise. See what Rome does. Probably nothing. Thankfully, not a whole lot going on with the AI. Looks like the Idrisians are just kind of consolidating their holds in Anthea. Galatians are expanding fairly well in Anatolia and Asia Minor. It'd be nice to take Pulpdiva because they have grain there. However, with our focus on fishing ports, we've been able to kind of control our need for food.
We hunger. None will escape. We make haste, men. Yes.
And let's
Forming a blockade.
take Apollonia.
Get the blockade set up. For glory and honor. We take this settlement.
Let's just occupy it. So let's raise.
Your next command. It is an honor to serve. Ready for battle. At once.
Let's see what we
Ready
can
for orders.
get for recruit-wise. Got some extra helots.
Glorious thing ready to serve your people. Docking.
Put them in there. Get some replenishment going. Repair that.
At your command. Ready for battle.
And let's hold off on that. And let's build vineyard. As well as homestead and Apollonia.
At your command. On the move.
Also think about moving these forces up north. Let's grab some.
Glorious light.
Yeah, we'll just keep getting helots.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, we have trade
All
with
praise
the
to the
RDI.
gods.
No non-aggression pact.
Our
though.
gods whisper to me that I must reject your offer.
Didn't mean to offer that twice. Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully that doesn't decrease their likelihood of accepting trade. Unfortunately, that will sometimes do that. Or I shouldn't say trade, I should say agreements. And I don't think we have trade with Ptolemy. We should probably see if we can get trade with the Egyptians now. We could probably leverage some gold out of them, and it would probably bring a decent amount of money into the economy. Relations didn't take Nicomedia. That's surprising. Poldeva, not really doing a whole lot up there either. The stack is probably going to get repelled at Ammonium again. Not sure where Lydia is off to, but likely not anywhere useful. We have Plague, Outbreak. One more turn and we'll have
Ready for orders.
we'll have positive sanitation there, so that won't be much of an issue.
Commander, we hunger for battle. Commander, make haste, ready for
Skip
battle.
ahead and give them those units.
Set up the watch.
And let's get... Okay, we do already have trade with Ptolemy.
You
Okay.
honor me with your word.
I am honored to greet such an ambassador. Be welcome, but
What else? What else can we go for?
We hunger
Let's
for
get
battle.
a few more helots.
Ready for orders.
Get some more helots here as well.
Good fighters. That's your command.
And yeah, let's get a fishmonger. In Apollonia, I think we make a shipwright because we don't have to worry about squalor. They are really good at trade, though. Yeah, I think we do go for
Reporting.
a trade port.
Ready for orders. We hunger for battle. Faster!
The
Have
patrol
your-
mode.
That's your command. Ready for orders. That path is blocked.
We just gotta wait for a third army to join up with us. Rome has a second army outside of Taurus. The longer we wait, the stronger the Roman garrison at Taurus is going to get. But we don't want to commit too early. It could be disastrous for us. So I think it's best that we wait until we get a third army. We use our navy in support of our armies. We should be okay. And what we could do, I think on this next turn we'll see if we can get our land-based armies close enough to Taurus and see if we can auto-resolve our way into the city. And we're just going to set up a puppet government there. That way we can just waltz into Italy and not do a seaborne invasion like we're going to do after we replenish, because we're likely going to take a lot of casualties. Let's get a farm.
Your orders?
So we need to be
Forming a blockade.
So we need to be here-ish.
Ready for orders.
Okay. Yeah, so we can make it over there.
Fleet reporting. None shall pass. Retreat! Your orders? Easy into
We just need to get our armies fully replenished.
For battle. Commander, I don't care how tired you are. Ready for battle. Commander. On the move. At once. Ready for battle. March.
Don't have a whole lot of Heliots left.
Are you ready to serve? Ready for orders. Call this a garrison.
We do have 3 armies. How are we looking on banditry? We're going to get a lot of banditry due to these fishmongers, so we're just going to build a regular fishery. Start converting that since we have the extra money. Bithynia doesn't
I cannot
want trade.
say for how long.
Okay, what about Triballia?
I have little gain in wasting the day on you. You have the ear of my...
We're lucky that these guys are at war with both Adrician and Pergamon. Makes me feel a little more comfortable.
If I can give you a
leaving
fair answer,
our
you will
northern
have it.
front relatively undefended. Pella should be able to hold with just the garrison.
Our path is blocked.
Okay, Rome has put these guys into the ocean there, into the Mediterranean. I don't know why I said ocean, but they put them seaborne. So I know that means auto-resolve wise they are more susceptible to loss. I still don't think we're replenished enough to warrant a push. We can, I mean, we just need to wait for that third army. If we go too early, we could lose too many troops, and we have Nasos down here looking at Pella. But again, Pella should be able to repel any attack, with it being a walled province and a very strong garrison located in it. And it's also now winter, so they won't be able to move too far. There's only 14 units, so yeah. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Temple of Ares here.
Ready for battle. Advance.
Have a spy coming across.
Commander. To it, men!
Let's get Leonidas into Sparta. And we just need to wait for the squalor to go away here. Meanwhile, things are good politically. Okay, go ahead and end turn. Taurus is fairly open now. Yeah, so if the Romans don't move another army over to Taurus, this is going to be our time to move in. We can assault Taurus with the navy that we have, set up a puppet, and then retreat our armies back across to Apollonia. The puppet won't be at war with Rome, so they're a little useless, but they do allow us to move across the Mediterranean with much more ease, and we can replenish there as well. RDI aren't doing a whole lot. In the meantime, hopefully these northern tribes just kind of mind their own business. I'm surprised Rhodes isn't being more aggressive. Normally they're moving their armies over throughout here, trying to attack Egypt. And I don't know what happened over here. It's probably the Adricians. Lydia is moving out. Okay, Rome and Carthage have broken their alliance. Definitely okay with that. And let's get a level up for Zeal.
Your orders?
So move in.
Set up! None shall pass. It is an honor. Get the blockade set up!
Garrison Army, Garrison Fleet, and a second Legion. So there's a second Legion somewhere over here.
Ready for set up a blockade! Turn about! At your ready for orders.
And I don't think we replenished enough to make a good attack. So let's wait for Coben here.
That path is blocked. At once. Get moving, you wretches!
And let's see if we can do anything diplomatically. Maybe we can get trade with. No, not Lydia. Pergamon.
Be welcome, but may Athena strike us all dumb if we speak anything but truth.
Carthage,
I
maybe?
welcome you on behalf of the people of Carthage. Speak, friend.
Yeah, they don't want trade with us. What about Syracuse?
Greetings, my friend. You have my ear for your speech,
No.
and...
Okay. Nothing we can really do there. Let's just hope that that second... Nope. Just came into view. We'll still see if we can take Taurus with 3 armies and a navy. We'll probably have fairly heavy casualties, but it'll be worth it to get rid of 2 legions and also remove the Romans from that point in Italy. Ptolemy just took Antioch, which is really good for them, Antioch being a super wealthy city. Also enables them to connect their territory with Side after they take Tarsus, which it looks like they're going to be able to do. Seleucid's not faring too well. This is Rome Total War 1 all over again. Seleucid's always got trashed. Syracuse looks like they might have just been eliminated. Probably by the Carthaginians. Can't really tell. And Rhodes just tried to take Ephesus. Didn't manage to do so. Still keeping an eye on Poltdeva. I think we move our spy next turn. It's not really, it doesn't really matter what these tribes up here in the north do. We're going to be reactive no matter what they decide to do. We actually just researched our public order technology finally, so that's good. Let's work on getting better farms next.
Commander, ready for orders. Ready for orders.
Apollonia, we can't make a shipwright yet.
It is an honor to serve. Blockading! None shall pass. Ready for battle. As you command. Commander. As you... The way ahead is blocked. You're moving out! Ready for orders. Going up. That course is blocked. Put your backs into it. Yes, you may. Get the blockade set up! Ah!
Yeah, we can't.
Back!
Can't take it.
Fleet reporting. That is impossible. Is it? Not into those waters. Your orders? Fleet reporting. We will return! Our course is barred.
So we'll take a little bit of attrition here. Does give us a chance to recruit some new ships. We tested our theory. Just didn't quite work out in our favor. More than likely don't have to worry about losing any of these armies. No, Syracuse is still alive. Okay. Carthage. Looks like they lost a naval battle with the Romans. And Tarsus has been taken by Ptolemy. So Ptolemy is definitely going to be a powerhouse in the Mesopotamian Asian region. Good that we have him as an ally. He's basically just expanding unchecked at this point. What we could do is we could just keep a few armies near Apollonia, and we can keep a few armies near Apollonia and move up into Thrace. That wouldn't be a half bad idea, because I think until we get a shipwright online, we're not going to be able to take any territories in Italy. We just can't do a seaborne assault. Gain some influence.
Returning to shore.
Let's
Your
keep
orders?
you there, keep you there,
Returning
and
to
let's move you
Returning to shore. Is that
back into the territories
Commander, march
a
until
little
your
bit
feet
farther
bleed.
back.
Then march the fleet easy into port. At your command.
And we can see what's going on here in
What do
Nasos.
you wish of me?
See how strong they are.
Swift and silent, a shadow.
Relatively strong. So I think maybe Deva is going to be the correct target to go after. Might be able to increase taxation. Yeah, it looks like we can still increase taxation. We can make it even higher if we want. Do we have any populists? We do have a populist. Let's just do it for a turn. Just because we still have positive public order.
Ready for orders.
Let's leave them in standard.
Advance.
Just
Commander.
in case Rome decides to land their troops and make an assault.
Assembling the
We'll save our money. That way we can afford a shipwright here on the next turn. Now, with only one army heading into Dacian and Thracian lands, that is a little uncomfortable. However, with the Adricians being confirmed as a somewhat reliable ally, they don't seem to dislike us. I think that kind of gives us a little bit extra leeway. Ptolemy is just thrashing through Seleucid lands. What will be scary is if Ptolemy does decide to declare war on us. We have such a big bonus with diplomacy with him, though. I don't think that will be an issue. Something to keep in mind, though. And Nasos here just got beaten by some army, I don't know who. Does make Nasos the prime target for us to expand into. So I think that's where we're going to send our army. Can use our spy to kind of find out who is attacking. We'll just purchase more. And that is going on over here.
Swift and silent as a shadow.
I'm not sure what happened there.
We hunger for battle. On the move.
Leveled up our hero. Let's build a can't quite afford a shipwright. How are we doing politically? Still good politically.
At your side, the people need the wisdom of the gods.
I hate it when noble women decide to undeploy themselves. It's kind of annoying. I think Nasos might be fighting with Deva. I think that might be what it is. Or maybe it was an Ardeni army. Kind of hard to say. Carthaginians doing a good job pushing back some of their enemies, maybe fighting against Rome. That'd be very useful if they were. And it looks like Pergamon and the Gauls there, the Galatians there, besieging Bythos. Hopefully it's Pergamon, because we seem to be in better... Actually, no, we might be in better standing with the Galatians. Not entirely sure. Or Galatans. It might be Galatans. That might be how you pronounce it. And Nasos looks like they're just recovering some troops. All fine by me. Lydia moving back to Ephesus. Maybe Rhodes will take a crack at Ephesus again.
I have much to be thankful
And we
for.
have increasing slave population. Okay. Let's get a shipwright.
At your command. March.
And Nasos, who are you at war with? Just the Ardani.
Greetings, friend.
What if we offer
I've
to
called
help
for
you?
good ale to eat. My people cannot move at every wolf howl.
We want to
wait
gain
to see
favor with
what
you.
the pack is doing.
Okay, gain favor with the Ardani.
Commander. To victory! Ready for further orders.
That looks like a fairly healthy Ardani army there. Aetolos? It's this guy, right? Okay. Yeah, let's get that and more influence.
At your command.
Yeah, let's go ahead and merge that unit. So we can just recruit.
Soldiering. It's a good life.
My wits and words are yours.
Ready
Let's
for orders.
see.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, let's wait for the shipwright to come online. I think having a supply. Nah, let's not. Let's not have a supply ship. Go ahead and then turn.
My wits and words
The
are
Ardani
yours.
take that province. I'm okay with that. We can always go for Poltava next. It would be nice to have Nasos, but if we don't end up getting it, that's okay. Bunch of Roman fleets there. Looks like they may have gotten pushed back by Carthage. Yep, they just took a big loss there. Ptolemy continuing to expand into Seleucid territory. Hopefully we can get them to go to war with the Galatans here next, as they're kind of gaining power in the Anatolian Asia Minor region. I'm surprised Nicomedia is still around. Seems like every other turn that settlement has been besieged. RDI took Nasos, okay. We will let you have that. Taurus is now wide open, or appears to be wide open. So we're going to see if we can grab it and set up a puppet in southern Italy, giving us a region to springboard and assault into mainland Italy from. Send.
On the road again.
Okay, so the Basilian, the Adricians over here.
You are welcome, although my ancestors and people...
Fairly large. Let's move back towards Apollonia.
Your orders? None shall pass. Blockading.
And yes, we should be able to take
Embarking.
the settlement of Taurus.
Ready for forming a blockade.
Going to sack,
Yes.
and then liberate.
Your orders? Yes. We still have a good wind. Fleet rip. All hands to the oars. Ready for... Put your
Move
backs
back
into it.
and
All
get
hands to
our
the oars.
units replenished.
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such worthy people. My ear...
So for now we have Magna Graecia set up there in the Italian countryside.
At your command.
Will give us a good place to springboard attacks into Italy. And they don't start off at war with Rome, which is very useful. Rome may just attack immediately and take it back, which just means we'll kill off this legion and take Taurus back again. Doesn't look like they went for that play. So now we just recoup our troops a little bit, and we'll move all of those armies out and make an attack against the Romans when we are fully replenished. We'll take a little bit of a hit crossing the Mediterranean, but we can replenish as soon as we land in Taurus, because Magna Graecia is going to be an ally, and that allows us to replenish. As I mentioned in the first episode, Sparta is all about picking your battles very carefully. Just have to wait and be patient sometimes and let the AI does what the AI does, and that's not planned very smart. Had they had a single legion there, we may never have been able to take Taurus, I don't think. At least without taking unacceptable levels of casualties. Alright, everything looks good there.
Your orders? It is an honor to... Disembarking now.
Those troops back up on land.
Fleet.
Put you back in port.
We hunger for commander.
Let's go ahead and merge those two units together. Just get some
Good fighters.
some archers.
We hunger for battle. At once.
What else do we need to do? Let's check politics, just make sure everything's good there. some of these guys off. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Also getting a little bit better retainers. Yeah, let's do that. We could get a heroic hoplite. That'd be useful. Let's see. Do we need to do anything else? I don't think so. Just keep saving our money.
Your orders?
And pass to the next turn. Get rid of Rome before we move against the barbaric tribes to the north. That'll be a huge help, not having to worry about Rome, and we'll also have very rich Italian lands. Egypt is just expanding like crazy. There's almost no point in even expanding eastward now. They're just moving out so quickly.
From chaos we all sprang, and to nothingness you will return.
And let's
We will
not
see to it
call
as your
on the
city-
allies to help. Because we don't want to lose Magna Graecia. We want the replenishment bonus that we'll have from them being an ally. I have a feeling Ptolemy would have joined us, but rather not risk that as well. Not a whole lot else going on. And I think we'll end this turn and finish the episode there.
To serve.
Our rival come of age. I don't know where he is on the family tree, but
At your command. Ready for orders, Commander.
it's too bad we can't see what their population looks like there. Why are we getting an increase in Egyptian
Ready for orders.
religion? That's a little weird.
You will march till your feet bleed. March until your feet
I don't think we have to worry about any Roman attacks here in the winter, so put ourselves in patrol mode. Excuse me. And we'll also can also increase public order. Hell is there? Oh, flustered me a little bit. There we go. Talking normally again. I think this is a good place to end off. Little uneasy about having
How can I be of assistance?
the Drushians so unchecked up here.
The guards will have me listen to you, but do...
No, they won't take anything with us. Same thing with the RDI.
Greetings,
the RDI
friend.
at Worth Rome.
Be
Anything
welcome.
else we can do diplomatically? Get a trading agreement
Welcome.
with you, maybe?
In a spirit of Olympian hospitality, I welcome...
No? Okay. Pergamon is at war.
Welcome. In a spirit of Olympian hospitality, I welcome you and will listen with care.
Okay, yeah, not much we can do.
Enter, friend.
I think this is a good place to end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.